I did not. Bottom of the fourth, one-zip Mets bases loaded. Mike Hampton, the pitcher, getting it done. He's batting .261, drives in Benny Agbayani, and Jay Payton. Mets go up 3-0. Top of the sixth. Hampton, where he usually works, on the bump. Kelly Stinnett. Denny. Hampton would leave after 6. Stiffness in his back. Top of the ninth. Mets 8-zip lead, now an 8-5 lead, and the bases are chucked, and this time Stinnett delivers. Damian Miller scores. Andy Fox scores. The Mets lead down to 1. Now we got 2 outs in the ninth. 2 men on: Armando Benitez and Rubio Durazo. You got to take the bat off your shoulder, kid, for it to be effective. Mets win at 8-7. An awfully tight fit, though, for the home team. Mets take the first 2 of the series. Hampton improving. He has allowed just 1 run in his last 23 1/3 innings. His ERA dropping to 4.21. D-backs 4 errors. That's Euclid. Padres into the Braves. Run of 6 straight wins Friday night. Saturday, vengeance. Keith Lockhart with power. A 3-run home run. His first since May of last year. He was 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Braves up 3-1. Brian Jordan of the Braves grounding to Damian Jackson and Ryan Klesko. That's why he's really not in Atlanta anymore. He's in San Diego because catching's not good and throwing was a little weak there too. 2-run score. Braves 8-3. Rafael Furcal, base hit. He's 19 years old. He's not clubbing with the fellas, just clubbing again. Trinidad Hubbard scored. Lockhart in head of the throw. Braves go up 10-3, win at 10-6. Subbing for Kilvio Veras. Lockhart ball rocks down 3-2, top of the 8th. Jeffrey Hammonds the shot. Desi Relaford, bad time to be juggling. Bodie. Everybody is safe. DP could have gotten him out of the inning. After a walk to load the bases, Brent Main grounds to first. Chris Pritchard throws to second for 1, but Brian Hunter scores to tie it at 3. And next batter, Nefi Perez. Runners at the corner, 2 outs. Oh, 2-out hits are the best kind, especially when you win ball games with them. Jeffrey Hammond scores. Rocks go up 4-3 and would hold on to win by that count. Kevin Jarvis.
As a starter, bottom one is first at bat, leading off, and there it goes. Off Esteban, welcome Ricky's 76th career leadoff home run, 1-0 Mariners. 2 batters later, A-Rod wants a timeout. Bill Welke says no. Jan's pitches in the dirt, a ball. Same deal in the 7th. Mark McLemore calls timeout, but Jan doesn't see him and goes 5-hole on McLemore. And McLemore goes berserk. Helmets are used for protective devices only. Benches are empty. McLemore tackles Jan. Here they come. It's a melee, a brouhaha, a Donnybrook. Rhubarb. It took 15 minutes to sort this mess out. Jan is yanked out of there. Needs a new jersey, please. McLemore was tossed. Jan was not ejected, but he was taken out of the game, maybe for his own protection. Drama would continue in the 8th. Mike DeFelice squares to bunt. Jose Paniagua just drills him. DeFelice, don't even think about it. Bench is empty again. That was a strike, by the way. Crew chief Bruce Fremming, you out. DeFelice went back to the plate. Devil Rays escape with a 4-3 win. Ricky's first inning long ball, his first leadoff homer since last July 18th. A-Rod went yard in this game. He extends his hitting streak to 15. It'll be very interesting to see what an increasingly busy Frank Robinson comes up with here. Meanwhile, Chuck Finley trying to snap a personal 3-game losing streak. Tribe hosting the Yankees, top 4, 1-0 New York. Paul O'Neill pulls Finley to right. Chuck Knobloch jogs in. Yankees up 2-0. Top 5, Jim Leyritz to right. Manny Ramirez, full extension. And Jorge Posada never looked back, so Robbie Alomar tosses to first, and they double up Posada. Bottom 9 now, tie 2-2. A warning, if you're squeamish, don't look. Jeff Nelson walks Enrique Wilson. 2 batters later, Kenny Lofton, ball 4. Yankees pen, a still life. Next batter, Omar Vizquel. Said Nelson about his control, I tried to find it and just couldn't. Next, he walks Robbie Alomar. Pinch runner, Holbert Cabrera scores the game-winning run as Jeff Nelson walks 4 guys in the 9th of Jeff Nelson's 13 games, 1-1, bottom 4, 2 on. Carl Everett takes Dave Malicki left. Bobby Higginson is at the wall. Trot Nixon tags, but Higginson, a rocket to second to get Brian Daubach, who's caught sleeping. Look at the replay. Actually, it's Nixon who's sleeping, if you will. He trots home, doesn't score before Higginson nails Daubach. This is a timing thing, and as you can see, Daubach is caught sleeping at second long before Nixon gets in there. Daubach said afterward it was something that just can't happen. Stays tied at 1 until the 6th. Juan Gonzalez. Off of Tim Wakefield, deep to left, and gone. Gonzalez's 8th wins at 2-1. He's got 4 homers in as many games. Gonzalez 9 for 20 with 6 RBIs in his last 5 games. Phil Garner said about Gonzalez, we can rally around him if he keeps swinging the bat. Detroit had better rally. Even with this win, the Tigers are still the Major League's worst road team at 6-17. A's trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Twins visiting sunny Oakland Saturday. Top 2, Mark Mulder to Jay Cannizzaro. Back to Mulder. They got Matt LaCroix hung up. Oops. He'll come in to make it 2-0 Twins. A's now have 12 errors in 6 games. That's not good. Bottom 4, Eric Milton to Ben Grieve to center. Torrey Hunter sticks the landing in support of Milton, who pitched 3-hit ball for 8 innings. Bottom 5th, he brings up Jeremy Giambi. Eric Milton, 8 innings, 3 hits, struck out 7, never allowed a runner past first base as the A's lose their 5th in a row. Milton said after the game, I'm capable of pitching like that every time out. Remember now, this is a guy who had allowed 18 earned runs in his last 3 outings, but Milton adds, I can do it. I just forgot the last couple of times.
More baseball, Reds, Cubs, Wrigley, that'd be Junior. Off John Lieber, base knock. Barry Larkin scores. 5-zip Reds at 2 frames. Griffey was 1 for 2 with an RBI. You just saw it. Bottom of the 7th, Sammy Sosa swinging really hard, hitting it really high. Willie Green trying to tag and score, and he does. Chicago within 2 at 5-3. Bottom of the 9th, 2 on, 2 out, game over. Sammy chopping it to Aaron Boone. Where's the spread? Let's eat. Sosa finished 0 for 4. Reds win at 5-3. Lefty Ron Vallone, 6 innings for his 4th straight win. The largest Wrigley crowd of the season watches Junior and Sammy go homerless for the 2nd straight game. Put the Cards half game back in the Central as they played ball with the Pirates. The catcher top of the 9. That would be your backup catcher, Keith Osick, in relief. Ray Langford gets plunked. 2 batters later, Thomas Howard came up. That's a wild pitch. Now remember, this isn't his day job. He usually works 60 feet 6 inches on the other side of the street. He pitched also last May against Houston, gave up 4 runs. Howard having trouble. Next pitch, Howard, he's not even going to get in the box until he just deems it safe. He does. And finally, Osick. Oh, you got to watch it when the catcher makes a mistake. The fat one. Tom, does this really count if you had a home run off the catcher? 2-run shot. Cards go up 18-3, win at 19-4. The Cards 1 run and spill over the border. Top first, Craig Biggio stealing, and ow, that has got to hurt. The spike to the hand. Jose Vidro comes down. Biggio would leave the game. He's day-to-day. Said just a freak thing. He tried to get out of the way. Top of the 9th, Expos up 8-5. Matt Mieske launches it to right. Vlad is there. Not with the bat this time, but with the leather. We have videotape. Mieske, you have been robbed. Astros down 8-7, tying run on, and Moises Alou knocking it to Orlando Cabrera, and he too with the nice glove work. Force at second. The Expos win at 8-7. Rondell White ties a team record with 3 doubles. Facing the White Sox on his 37th birthday Saturday. Top 2, Frank Thomas to left. They wave Ray Durham. Big Hurt 3 for 3, 2 ribs Saturday. Wells had been 3-0 when pitching on his birthday. James Baldwin, happy birthday to me, continuing his sizzling season. Shannon Stewart grounds to Herbert Perry in the bottom of the 3rd. The next batter, first pitch swinging, Jose Cruz Jr. Lines to Craig Wilson. Next batter, Raul Mondesi. He grounds out. Baldwin needed only 5 pitches to retire Toronto in the 3rd. That's economical. Bottom 7 gets Agon swinging, and James, that's 3 outs. James, it's your turn to bat. Okay. Baldwin, a complete game 7 hitter to get the 7-0. White Sox have won 5 of 6. Dating back to last season when he was 8-4 after the All-Star break, Baldwin has now won 15 of 17 decisions. This was his 2nd complete game of the year. He did not walk anyone Saturday and went to 3 balls on just 2 batters. Plus, Baldwin likes domes. He's 14-1 all-time indoors. Orioles in Texas for the Rangers. We're looking for their 5th straight win. Bottom 5, 1-1. Dave Segui to center. Brady is at the wall. And he takes it away.
Still tied at 1. Bottom 6, Chad Curtis to right. Jason McDonald is tagging. Albert Bell is throwing. Oh, the drama. Well, not so much. He's standing. He's in there. Rangers up 2-1 on the Curtis sac fly. Top 9, 2 out. Rich Amaral comes in to pinch run for Cal Ripken, and he's trying to steal on Pudge. I don't think so. Yeah, Rangers win 2-1. They have won 5 straight and 8 of 10, while Baltimore is dropping off the planet. The 0